Okay, so the last video we talked about how to multiply a number by 10, and we talked about the patterns that we see, which is all you do basically is take the number your multiple canned, which would be in this case 5, and then to find your answer without having to add up all these tens, all you have to do is add that 0 behind it. So keep that in mind when we start to learn how to compare more numbers. So I'm going to scribble this out really quick. Well, that worked really good, didn't it? We don't need, it's not, well, okay, just ignore that. All right, so let me get my handy dandy pen again. We're going to be looking at the number 43,249. And we're going to compare place values, okay? So again, we have the number 43,249. Now, what I want you to think about is what these two 4s represent or what they mean in this number, okay? So we're going to actually represent how much more value is represented. So I'm going to rewrite the number over here, 43,249. And then we're going to actually write out what the values of each are. So by this first 4, this 4 on the left, then this 4 on the right. So we're going to look at this 4 and then this 4, okay? And I encourage you to pause the video and think about it, just like we always do. Think about what these 4s represent. Okay, so hope you took a little pause and thought about it. So this 9 literally represents 9 ones or units. This 4 right here represents 4 tens, or like we learned before, you can do 4 times 10. So that's 4 10 times, okay? Then we have, which let me put the answer, which that would be the number, whoops, sorry guys, that would be the number 40, okay? Then we have the 2, which would be 2 hundreds. So I have 2 hundreds, which we should know that's 200 if we figured that out. Then we have 3 in the thousands place, so that would be 3 1,000s, so 3,000s. So if you had 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000, it would be 3,000. And then we're going to look at the second 4. And this 4 is in the 10,000s place. So let me change my colors up for a second. All right, so I want this one to be orange. And I'm going to make this one yellow. Okay? So this 4 in the yellow is in the 10,000s place. Alright, so it literally represents 4 times 10,000. So I have 4 times 10,000. And all you have to do, like I taught you on this slide, is all you're going to do is take that number and put however many zeros. So if I have 4 times 10,000, I know that is 40,000. 4 10,000s or 40,000. So let's actually compare the value that we're getting here versus here. So when I say here, we're going to compare this 4 versus this 4. All right. So what's the difference between 40,000 and 40? Well, in the number 40,000, first off, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. In the number 40, we only have 1 zero. So if you wanted to go from 40 to 40,000, you would have to add 3 more zeros, and we already know how to do that. you could add 3 more zeros by multiplying by 1,000. Because remember, if you want to take a number and add the zeros to make this number, all you got to do is multiply by how many zeros you need. So if I took 40 times 1, it won't write right there. Sorry, guys. It's like there's a glitch on my iPad and it will not write right there. Let me erase this. All right. So if we're comparing these two numbers, I'm going to take 40 times 1,000. Notice how many zeros you see there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So if you wanted to get 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, then you multiply by 1,000. So 40 times 1,000 would be 40,000. So 40,000 is equal to 1,000 times 40. Or we could say the 4 on the left here. We could say the 4 on the left here in the yellow represents 1,000 times the value of the 4 right here in the orange. So let's write that. So the 4 in the 10,000s place represents 1,000 times the value of the 4 in the tens place. Because all we need to do to figure out how much more value, think about what did you have to multiply to get this number. So we had to multiply 40 times 1,000. So 40,000 is 1,000 times the value of 40. Another way we can write that would be the number 4 in the tens place is 1,000 times less value than the 4 in the 10,000s place. You could also write like this: 40,000 is greater than 40. Another way you can word that would be 40 is less than 40,000. So those are the two ways, well, several ways that you compare those two numbers. Another way you can do this, so let's come back over here to this. Let me use another, let's do pink. So here we have, I better stay consistent. This is our yellow 4. This is our orange 4. Another way you can think about this is every time you move place values to the left, so you have here, this is tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. You're increasing what those values represent by a factor of 10. So if you're going from this 4 right here to this 4 right here, so you're doing 10 times 10, and you multiply 10 by the place value. So let me show you that. So look, we've got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So every time you hop over, you're increasing the value by 10. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to show you before I get off this video. So you see the place values increase by a factor of 10 each time. So 10 times 10 is 100, 100 times 10 is 1,000, 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. So multiplying by, let's see. So multiplying by 10 3 times would be the same thing as multiplying by 1,000. And you're going to get what this represents when you do that.